Hi, my name is Edgar. As you can see, I'll be presenting my project to you guys. It's basically a turtle project, as you can see. I'll start by showing you guys my design. This is the design I'll be creating in a 4x4 example. So I'll show you what that means. But this is the shape I have to get, the pattern I mean. So let's go back to the presentation. As you can see, this is my code. First of all, I have to import turtle, and then I'm also going to import math because I'm using the square root to get the hypotenuse of one side. And then here are some quick things. So the turtle, and this enables the turtle and it allows us to do everything this. And these are setups. So this, my turtle name is Bree. It's the speed, which is 0 is the fastest, and as you go up, I think it's all the way to 10, it's the slowest. And this all creates a playground that we can play in and stuff. This is the colors. There's a lot of color combinations. I got it from online. And then I'll start by telling you guys about my code. The units are the length of one side of my octagon, and I can change it because it's a parameter I used. These are the colors that I was able to get to interchange them. It's a turquoise color, and this is yellow. This index, as we know, are used to select a single character substring from a string. So here it's 0, it's assigned to this color, and then yellow it's gonna be 1. And then let's start by my first function. As you can see, first it sets it centers everything. It starts to draw a region of my inner and outer octagon for my loop. So I basically drew this because I wanted to be able to use parameters to make my octagon bigger and not to draw two octagons. So that way I could just like change the size of my units. And then here I begin to fill because I want my two octagons of different colors. So this is gonna give us that. And the end fill, as you can see, is where it starts. It ends to draw the whichever, the bigger, the inner or the outer octagon. And the for loop is mainly because it condenses my code. I was gonna draw a big code just to draw one octagon, and I decided no, a for loop's gonna do it because I can draw 1/4 of a octagon, and I know the angles are gonna all be the same, and I can just use parameters, which are variables, it's units and size. So we're gonna go to my next function, which is octagon pattern. XY, I'd set it to 3 parameters. I'm just gonna draw the main, which this is gonna draw this. This is gonna draw all this a 3x3 basically, as you can see in my PowerPoint. But to go back to that, I use, so the octagon is to create this little thing, the inner one, and then the outer one is to fill those. And yeah, so again, I use a for loop, and here is going to be a 3x3 as you saw in the pattern. And then it's my parameters, and this is going to be the vertical spacer, which is the vertical spacer and horizontal spacer. And then I use this module because it would always equal to a whole number. So there's no way for the turtle to be jumping or anything. And this would always give us a remainder, which is a whole number as well. And then here I used to interchange the colors. And then index is as we know, it helps us get the alien of the colors. And then I use these. Sorry. So these I used to I called back my octagon function to draw the, as you can see, it makes the outer octagon, or the bigger, as you can want to call it, and the second one makes the inner one, the smaller one. And Brie of colors, it's gonna fill this, the second octagon, and then as when I blanked out, this whole thing is gonna is for the outer, the larger one. As you're gonna see in my code, that's what it's gonna do. And then my last function, I use global because it is used to not create a new variable for the index, so the index won't change at all. It would just be called, it has to equal to 1. That's the next call it's gonna do after this. So this function allows the tiles to create a 4x4 final project, which is using for loops that after the main tile, the next step is to draw along the y direction and or up and down, and draw the main tile 4 times. Then goes back to the right of the first tile drawn. So it goes up 4, and then it goes to the right, and then it goes all the way down again. Then it starts the process again. It goes 4 times. That's the 4 times. This is what this for loop does. This function, I mean. And this comment, I noticed that I don't, maybe it was my coding that I couldn't get 4 to center, but 5 in my opinion looks better, but the project is 4x4. In this case it would be a 5x5, because then it's the number of rows, the number of columns, so it's just multiplied by itself. as you can see in this thing. I comment these out because I'll show you what it does. It just makes it pop up in the screen, and this is like the same thing. And I decided to use this here because this is the last for loop I use, and this is gonna create the 4x4, the main things of the project. I use this too because it worked for the 3x3, the main tile, and obviously it's gonna work for the next one, for a bigger one, which is 4x4. Then now I call my octagon pattern, and then X is equal to 0. That's the starting point, and then the center, and then 24 times, because it's a multiple, and then unit 4. As you can see, units is 4, and I mean, I can change it to anything, and it's a parameter, as I've been telling you guys. All this is gonna give us the rows, the module 2, and all this. And yeah, and index is this, and then last I call my function, the main function, and then I'll give you guys 2 runs. This is gonna be the slowest one. As you can see, it's drawing the main tile. Well, in here I contradicted myself, because it should have started like this, but I think I switched it around last minute, so it's gonna go back. Yeah, instead of going up 4 and coming down here, it went across, and then it's gonna go back. Then yeah, it's gonna all do that. But then if we quit this, and then I uncomment this, it's gonna make it faster. I'm just gonna pop up the image, as you can see. Alright, that's my product for you guys. Thanks for watching.